But yeah, welcome to the studio. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
It's been a long time since I saw you in person because you've been outside, you've been traveling.
Yeah, I mean,
and
I'm,
living
I'm
outside for
trying to
some
remember
time.
when was the last time I saw you.
I can't
Yeah.
remember. But I guess I'm somebody who's lived outside of Trinidad for many years, and I spent my childhood living abroad. But then when I got older and I was an adult, I realized that I had the ability to go, whether it was school or when I decided I was going to move to New York to pursue acting, and I was working in several restaurants and bars and whatnot. And but I'm a fan and an encourager of people leaving Trinidad to kind of experience what the rest of the world has to offer. And you're somebody who has been living in several different countries over the last however long.
Yeah, this year is 17 years.
Wow. So it's from 2009.
Yeah.
So then, tell me who you are, what the plan is, even though I know you, but let's let the guests hear, and you can get a little closer to this one time.
So I'm Ethan. I don't know where I'm looking. I guess I'll consider myself as a creative entrepreneur, cultural ambassador. Basically, I started with my first business when I was 19, working at Movie Town,
Oh, nice.
doing face painting and clowns. Not me, actually, but my friends and family. And I think getting that bug of wanting to do your own thing kind of stuck with me over, like, that'll be, about 21 years this year. And then from that, it was just more like just saying yes. But I was working at Movie Town at the time. Before that, Marriott, and then Hyatt.
Right.
So hospitality was also part of me. Emirates came to do interviews in 2008, and I was like, why not? My mom was actually living in Dubai at the time, and my brother.
Right.
So I saw it as a good opportunity, but it was never part of my plan. I got the job, but with a friend, y'all might know him actually as K Rich.
Of course.
We were actually opening a restaurant that year, upstairs of Movie Town in Chagonas.
Right.
And we signed a lease. It was basically like a Dave and Buster's type of concept. And then unfortunately, the investor had a heart issue and canceled the whole project. So I already left Emirates. Like I told them I'm not coming. I left Hyatt, and I already started breaking down my own stuff. So I'm like freaking out. So I emailed Emirates, and I was like, okay, I'm ready to go. And like, I'm ready to come back. And they were like, okay, cool. This was in December. And then when they said yes, I was basically saying, well, it's Christmas and New Year's. So can I come after? And they said yes.
Right.
So I went to Dubai in 2009, January.
To live.
To work with Emirates.
To work with Emirates, yeah.
After a few months, I felt like I needed home. Like every club I went to, I was 24, so obviously like I'm still in that clubbing phase. The most that I would hear was like one or two Shaggy or Sean Paul songs. And not fast forward, but like going back a bit, I actually used to do rock shows in Trinidad. So I was already familiar with doing events.
Right.
And because I built a little network of cabin crew, the clubs loved me. Because because I was lazy, I created not WhatsApp, it was like a messaging group. It was almost 100 people. And every flight I did, I added someone to it. Because every flight, you're literally flying with new people. You don't know who you're flying with.
Right.
So you could really meet a lot of people. So the clubs will just, give us VIP tables and all that fun stuff. And one day I was like, speaking to one of the bar managers, and I was like, can I do a Caribbean party? And Emirates sent us back home for vacation. Like we had to take like 2 weeks at least now and then 2 weeks after. I came back to Trinidad, got some carnival costumes, went back to Dubai and started the first Caribbean party in the UAE. I did not know that, but
It turned out to
it
be.
turned out to be that.
But now I want to ask, since you're on the topic of Caribbean, I know that there's a relatively decent sized Caribbean population in Dubai now.
Yes.
What was it like in
I mean, back
2009?
then, there actually was a community already.
We are everywhere.
Because of the aviation.
Right.
So from Etihad and Emirates, like cabin crew and captains and first officers. Some people were in the army, some people were in oil. But a handful, like 100
Right.
or so. But that actually helped in the beginning because they came out. Like they used to do, what do you call it? Like an independence little dinners and gatherings, but nothing commercial. But for me, that's what I wanted to do. Like I felt this is why I'm here. I was not able to actually play many soca songs. One, because back then it was very power centric. And hearing power when you don't know it in a club feels like you're in a gym.
Right.
Like I remember the first event we had like cut up cloth to try and be like rags, and people were like, "What am I doing with this? Like, do I wipe my face or whatever?" But then eventually, music got better, and groovy became the mainstream outlet, I guess, and I was happy because groovy actually worked. We had I broadcast, Destra, worked with Allison also, Rupi, Shaggy, Sean, like basically everyone from the Caribbean reached out because everyone wanted to be in Dubai.
Right.
The problem there was the flights. Like she might laugh because they might be watching. I remember like convincing Destra and Allison. Actually, I don't even know. You might have to edit this out. But like, I convinced them to take economy as opposed to like business or first.
Right.
Because economy on Emirates is amazing.
Right. Well, Emirates, I've heard Emirates is, I've never flown Emirates, but I've heard it's awesome.
I mean, it's a top airline.
Right.
But obviously, I didn't really mention like, yeah, you might have some kids crying and stuff. But that's the only reason, like the only way you can really make it work.
Yeah.
Because the flights were actually more expensive than their fee. Because obviously, like these artists, it's a new market. And the amount of Caribbean people or people that know our culture is very small compared to London and New York and so on. So you're looking at like hundreds, not thousands. And it's not enough ticket revenue to like
Sustain a full thing.
But the experience definitely opened a lot of doors. Being in the nightlife industry, like I was able to connect with a lot of people. That's how I ended up in LA.
Right. But I have friends, Troy,
Yeah.
Darius,
Yeah.
Marcella, and Troy Gordon, who, when I first moved to New York, everybody's like, I have to hit up Troy. I'm going to go and party.
Troy's network is huge.
I'm going to go and party. I go into whichever club. And I was like, Troy, where are we tonight? And he's like, we're here. And I was on that text list.
Yeah.
So I would get, we here tonight, hit me up for if you want. And man, I partied multiple times. I literally clubbed multiple times a week for months.
Wow.
When I first reached New York, to the point where after 3 months, I was like, all right, I'm not leaving the East Village. I'm staying here, and I'm not leaving. People made fun of me. All my New York friends made fun of me because I would stay in the East Village. I worked around the corner. The bar and restaurant that I worked at was around the corner from my apartment. All my friends, or the bar that we hung out at was in between the work and home. I very much stayed
because
put.
like when I visited my sister, Micheline, Troy would take us out.
Of course.
And, her being a model, she was always part of that circle. They would go here first, then go here and whatever. And I'll be that brother that would just tag along because it's normally just girls. But yeah, like nightlife definitely opens up the opportunities of connection and
Yeah.
building the right network, because you're looking at it not as a fan, but you're that connector for them, and they're seeing you as a safe space.
Yeah.
So they open up. They feel that trust in you. Like I remember everyone that I met, especially if they were Caribbean roots that came through Dubai. It was like that instant connection. It was like brothers and sisters, because for them it's like, I'm in Dubai and I'm meeting someone from Trinidad. Like
Right.
what?
It's like an instant connection.
Yeah, that like having chats with Shaggy and Sean and these guys, like as in a real setting, not like as a fan or
Right.
artist. Now, we could make connections, and as I moved around, it worked, because then that followed, like and now in Bali. So I feel like I love these new cities that the numbers are smaller, so I could add more value than going to London or New York, where, I mean, it's a madhouse already.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know what I could add to London.
So what took you to Bali then? Because you said you were in Dubai and then it kind of took you to LA. What took you to
So
Bali? I have a couple of friends in Bali actually and it
we
seems
should
like
link up.
it seems like people have gravitated towards it, especially more recently, like post pandemic and stuff like that.
Yeah, and right now, actually, with what's going on in Dubai, a lot of people are moving to Bali as we speak. I was living in Geneva for 3 years, and I went to visit my cousin in Belgium for Christmas, and I was getting like these ads for retreat month stays in Bali, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good idea," but for creatives. So I started Thrive.
So like a digital nomad
It was mostly,
program.
it was mostly for digital nomads or like founders.
Digital nomad kind of vibe is popping off everywhere.
Very like
Barbados,
especially after
Spain,
COVID, or
Greece,
during COVID.
Bali.
Yeah, like now with a lot of countries now have like the digital nomad visas and stuff like that.
Correct.
Do we have one here? I don't even know, because I know Barbados have.
I know Barbados does. I don't know if we do. Maybe
mean,
I don't know. I don't want to misspeak, but I know we have the.
We're always behind though.
I know we have the CSME,
Oh, what's
the
that?
CARICOM
The
media
free movement.
Yeah,
Oh.
the media exchange, something exchange. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, you can apply once you get your CSME certificate
Okay.
or CMSE, whatever it is. Again, I'm butchering it. You could then go and live anywhere in CARICOM.
Right. Yeah, I think I saw that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that, and I already had a platform for creatives called Thrive,
Right.
and I did some research, and so no one was really doing it for creatives. I've never been to Bali though. I've heard of it. So I went to Facebook and I was like, do I know anyone living or know someone in Bali? And people messaged. They were like, well, I'm actually here. So my friend from Emirates was actually living in Bali at the time.
Wow.
And then my other friend from Dubai was like, well, I know a driver. Trust me, drivers are
Oh,
keys.
key. Right. Okay. Got it. The way you said, I was like, that must be important.
Yeah, so like the driver was like, okay, so my friend has a villa complex. So I got in touch with him and we already had a place for the retreat. Then my friend was like, okay, message these clubs and these venues. So the event was already organized. I went and created a butchered website, stock images, and started selling a package to Bali, 12 days. And then Fire Festival documentary came out. And people were like, I think the next one I will come to. But one person actually said yes. And she's still there now.
Oh, wow.
And this is 7 years now. If it wasn't for Desi, she came from Trinidad to represent the Trinidad creatives. If it wasn't for her,
With
I wouldn't
Desi,
have-
the singer?
yeah.
I know Desi. I was in Cinderella, the musical with her.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about,
Yeah.
actually.
Like original, like government name is Leah,
That's with, and she was blonde at one point.
with a ras.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
I know
Desi.
Desi.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know Desi. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
my girl
cool.
over there.
So she's living in Bali.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was through this kind of
Yeah.
retreat program. We'll tell me more about the retreat. So, it was for creatives.
We're having one this year actually. Also,
Excellent.
Gonna be working with Otis and stuff like that. But we could
Great.
touch on that.
Yes,
after.
yes, yes.
So I was like, okay, it was 12 days. Fashion designers, musicians, actors, whoever. You come to Bali, you stay in one location. We had different events to showcase everyone, but also for you to meet the people that are living in Bali for collaborations. So my thing was, I got one person, right? And I'm like, shit, I need to find money for myself to get there. Made it happen. I went a few days before people flew in. So my brother he was living in Dubai, as I said. He's a filmmaker. I think you know Rene.
Yeah, Renee, yeah, of course.
So he came across. Then my other friend, he's a singer producer, Bruno. He came. But my first day in Bali, I was like, this place is special.
Oh, you could tell instantly.
Like
I've heard
I
that.
came in
I
at
have
night.
heard.
I came in at night and I was like, oh, this is nice. But when I woke up and I started like meeting people, I was like, the energy, getting goosebumps.
That's
the,
awesome.
the energy of that place is special. Like if you're meant to be there, like they say, Mama Bali chooses you and spits you out. So like, I've seen that, which means that everyone that you speak to, 90% you're gonna connect with, and you just become like
Because they
it's just,
agree with Bali,
they're
and if
more
you agree with
like-minded.
Bali, then
Yeah.
you're gonna agree with them, kind
exactly
of vibe.
like obviously there's people that you won't agree with, or there's the rotten eggs, but the majority are epic. So we spent 2 weeks. I was supposed to go back to Geneva. My plans for the summer with events was already planned. And Desi was like, well, I'm not going back home. So I was like, okay. So we cheersed at a bar when her plane was taking off.
Wow.
And I said, okay, I'm going to come back. So my plan initially was to come back, but next year, which is 2020.
Right.
Finish up Geneva, do it properly, and, come back. But since she stayed, I was like, yeah, I'm coming back. Went back to Geneva, packed up my apartment in storage, came back in 2 weeks to live. And it was the best decision I've ever made.
What is the moving to Bali process like? I mean, is it a little bit easier because it's Bali? Is it
For me,
is it passport specific? Some passports are easier.
no, well, yeah. I mean, depending on what your intentions are. Like, if you are a nomad, it's very easy because you don't really need like the companies and all that. Like, I had to create a company so then I can have residency as an investor. If you're a nomad or you work online and you're getting money elsewhere, super easy. Like the cost of living.
Well, I'm gonna ask about the cost of living,
Yeah,
and I want to get specific.
Yeah,
'cause-
like, all right, so my shared villa with a pool, indoor kitchen, everything, it's like $400 plus or minus.
that's in US dollars
Yeah, yeah,
a month,
yeah.
and that would cost like 3 or 4 grand in New York.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, if you're coming with that type of money too, you're living like a king. Because again, it's just like everywhere. Depending on where you go, where you eat,
You could spend more
you could
or
spend
less.
more or less.
Right.
You could go to that local place to eat. You could go to that local area and live. So it could be even cheaper. So it really depends on your lifestyle.
Right.
Nightlife, very affordable, depending also, as I said, where you go. But I think in a month you could spend, if you really want to, like 1,000.
So like everything.
Yeah. or even less. Like if you again, depending on what you want to do.
Yeah.
But I think the ease of living is a big plus. For me, I have not lived in an island for a very long time. So it was that blend of being back in Trinidad, but the opportunities of Dubai.
And being surrounded by much more, I guess, more international people.
Yeah, like because I moved to Dubai in 2009, it was before Dubai became Dubai. There was no Burj Khalifa, there was no Palm, there was nothing. But the initial crew that helped build what it is now.
Right.
That's how I saw Bali. Like there were new beach clubs opening. That nightlife and beach club atmosphere was there. Streets and areas were still being built. So I'm like, okay, this could be a good opportunity to
Grow with
grow
the
with
place.
it. And COVID actually helped, sadly, because obviously it wasn't a good thing. But because everyone was stuck on the island for about 2 years, community became number one.
Right.
And that actually had a huge effect on where I am now, because venues that I could not get from the W Hotel or whatever, they were like, oh, we need you. Because I had a WhatsApp group. Now it's about like 2,000 people.
Wow.
But I had a group of people that will come when I say go. And that helped a lot because, again, you're networking with the right venues, the right people, and you're just, building opportunities.
Yeah.
And the friends that were made, like there's still relationships that happen from the weekly karaoke nights that I will do. That part of Bali, I mean, we won't get it back, was so special. And it made Bali even more special. And then obviously, I had all my carnival costumes, about 30 of them, flown across over time to Bali and started doing the Caribbean events.
Right.
Now, Indonesia loves reggae. So they're already familiar with one aspect of the Caribbean. So back then, it was more like a novelty for some of them, like seeing the costumes. It's like, oh, it's like Brazil type of vibe.
Yeah, but I was because it's island life,
Yeah.
but a cultural part of island life, and you're now bringing it to another very cultural island.
Yeah. Like when I say reggae is a big thing, reggae is a big thing.
Right.
Like even the locals, like they have reggae bands.
Nice.
When they have reggae events, it's like 20,000 people.
Oh, wow.
And that's just their bands.
Yeah.
So it culturally, like when I say that I'm from the Caribbean, it's like, Bali, Jamaica, blah, blah, blah. Same shit. But like now I'm trying to bring in that new thing, soca, something that a lot of people don't really know. But eventually, like the last few years, like after COVID, a lot of Americans and British start coming in. A lot of people, like a group started called Black and Bali, and that started to like gain traction. And among them were a lot of Caribbean British, Caribbean Americans.
Right.
So they came out to the events, and then the events started to become something cool, And then I made the jump 5 years ago to start Bali Carnival. And I mean, this year, 5-year anniversary. I'm not where I wanted to be yet, but I'm sure just like Miami and LA and all these other carnivals, they didn't start where they are now, But I do see the potential of, Bali being a destination that everyone wants to come to.
Oh, yeah.
And then you tag on a Caribbean experience. So it's like a win-win.
I could see that.
It's like,
How are like the sponsors that you may approach in Indonesia? How are they receptive to a different island's cultural event or experience?
I mean, for them, they just don't mind if there's people.
Right. Yeah.
But not so much like cat sponsorship, but like some rum here. I mean, there's Angostura there. They sponsored me a case one year. I was like, thanks. Sorry. I mean, I did appreciate.
Of course, of course.
But yeah, it was challenging.
Yeah, I think starting anything like that is gonna
Yeah.
kind of come with its challenges naturally.
Actually, yesterday I was at the event hosted by the ministry in South, talking about like how we can make Carnival better and stuff.
Right.
And that's one of the things I mentioned. It's like for someone like myself and the places that have hosted Caribbean events, it's more challenging. From Dubai to Geneva to Bali, where the numbers are very small with regards to the target audience. Not target audience, because everyone's a target, but like the people that actually know,
That understand the event, what
understand
the
the
event is.
culture.
Yeah.
those numbers are very small. And as I said earlier with Dubai, it's even worse in Bali because it's even further.
Right.
So bringing that live element has been very challenging. But the other islands actually have been sending their artists. And I'm like, why is St. Lucia and Brunei and all these other people sending their artists and we're not responding to my emails?
It can get frustrating. Yeah.
And I mean,
I still have unanswered emails from like
I mean,
3-4 years
I
ago.
had a meeting with the then minister, and we're not going to get into politics, but for me, the lack of understanding of what value that could bring to Trinidad is the problem that I've had, and I've had it since Dubai. I remember, not calling names, but there was another minister almost over a decade ago. You could do your maths and probably figure out who that is. And I had a meeting with him trying to promote Dubai. And in the same conversation, he was like, well, Dubai, there's no direct link and this and that. And then the same conversation, he's saying, well, Saudi Prince was in Tobago and then the Bahrain guys were here. And I'm like, and you still don't want to do Dubai? Like you have St. Kitts and stuff doing heavy promotion about investment and passports and whatever.
That's true.
And I'm like, you're missing the point. Dubai has 100 and something nationalities that will go back home, wherever they are in the world, and fly to Trinidad. You're just capturing everyone in that one small area. So instead of investing in doing like events or whatever, marketing in multiple countries, you do it in one.
Yeah.
And they didn't get that. The same thing with my efforts for Global Village. 6 million people come to Global Village in Dubai over 6 months. I spoke with CARICOM, spoke with everybody. And I needed, I think it was 50,000 to get the booths because I had the rights for the Americas. Because they have a whole Americas pavilion and Caribbean is not represented. And you're telling me, not even just us, but the whole Caribbean couldn't come up with some money so we could sell some crafts and sell some food items and some fashion and bring the Forex back.
I think that's a common theme sometimes is that I don't know what it is, but we prefer to promote what's already popular or what's already, succeeding,
I mean,
whether it's music or sport or whatever the case is. That's what we seem to invest in.
I mean, the two ministers, that's what they said. They're focused on London, New York, Miami, Toronto. And I'm like, these places already know us.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. Yeah.
Like, the effort should be on other locations that don't. We, because of oil, and I was listening to the podcast with Laura, because I feel that passionate also. It's like, because we are not that known, and I'm telling you for the last 17 years, for me to explain where I'm from, I have to use Jamaica, I have to use Barbados, and Venezuela sometimes, just for them to at least know where I am on the map. because no one knows us.
I just say we're 7 miles off the northern coast of South America.
Yeah, that probably would have been.
That's
possible.
how I've been, because I've been doing that. I've been saying
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I
mean,
probably sounds rehearsed.
For
I've been
me, it
doing that a long
depends
time.
on who I'm talking to. Like, if they're from a certain region, then I'll be like, I'm in the West Indies. Someone was actually saying like, "Oh, Miss Universe." I was like, "Okay, that's cool."
Yeah.
Because I do remember back in the day, like we were a thing, like always in the top 10. So I could get that. Some people know us through, football.
Yes, of course.
But in the hindsight, not soca, not carnival. Like our music is not as known.
It's not as mainstream.
Yeah, I mean, we have, and I spoke about this yesterday too. It's like you have our largest artists that don't even have 1 million followers on their socials.
Marshall.
Yeah, like not even 800. Now, obviously, numbers are just numbers, right? And I'm not saying that there's no effort that's being made. Obviously, there's a lot.
A lot, yes.
But that's what I'm also trying to say. It's like we're nowhere near the Afrobeats, the other artists that are really mainstream. So we still have a long way to go. I was in the car with my friend yesterday, and I was saying one of the kind of going sidetracked, but not really. One of the main issues, I think, it's also the lyrics of the songs. It's not for many relatable, and that's why Hello did very well, because Hello is very relatable. I mean, it's Hello.
Yeah, that's true.
Like everyone understands Hello. And I feel like once we could do more of those type of songs where anyone could just enjoy the rhythm and feel the vibe. Oh, it's like that movie. The Bud Flat type.
Cool Runnings.
I feel that will open up a lot more doors, because especially right now I'm riding on the Afro wave. Every club in Bali is playing Afrobeats, and there are places playing it daily, and there are people coming out from Russians to Europeans to everybody. And now the DJs, the ones that I work with, they're dropping in some soca.
Because some soca fits.
It fits. It fits like a glove.
Right.
Mostly, obviously, the groovy. And I feel like we need to be doing more of that and riding the wave of Afro and hopefully getting that crossover done a bit better. Because I know like some artists, like Nyla was there recently. Obviously, Marshall did some stuff. So they need...
In Bali?
No, in like Africa and
right,
stuff like
got
that.
it.
I mean, they all want to come. Destra mostly will be coming this year, and like a few others.
Nice.
So we're working on like a mini tour within Southeast Asia and Australia. So fingers crossed.
That's awesome.
But that's what we need, because when a Destra comes and gives them that energy on a stage, and you have never heard soca before, I bet you're now searching it on your Spotify and you're Googling us to figure out when you're coming to Trinidad. And I've seen that. Like when I was in Switzerland, the same 12 or 15 people that would go to a soca event in Geneva came to Trinidad. And we're there, like, they motivated me to come because I wasn't really planning that year. Flights, expensive and shit. But everyone was going. And I was like, y'all are not leaving me in the cold while you're in my country.
Right.
So last minute, I booked a flight and joined them. And yeah, we were all in a bus. And these were people that went to a few events in Geneva and now coming here, some of them almost every year now. That is why I think we really need to tap into the event tourism and market.
Yeah, outside. Because it really exposes people to
it's more than
to us and to what we're about.
I mean, I saw like when Tobago rapped a black cab in London and like all these stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's cute, but seeing Tobago or Trinidad in a banner or billboard doesn't tell me anything if I don't know the country. It probably would tell me, shit, I'm dumb. Like, what country is that? You know? But creating an experience in that place, having them taste the food, feel the music. Now they're like, shit, what is this? Like when we brought Destra to Dubai, that's one of the things that she said. Like, we had a decent crowd, but if it was a free event and we could have had more people that didn't really know the culture,
Right.
like she had people for 1 hour sweating, jumping up left, right, and everything. It's like, and they never heard soca before. That is what we need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking about experiences and event experiences, which I'm realizing now, and over the last couple of months, we had Lurbs
Yeah.
on, and he's very much on this event experiences and the stuff that he's doing with Downey Islands and DDI.
Weekenders are huge now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I want to just touch now on this next retreat that you're putting on
Yeah. So
with Odos.
we're looking at
Odos is 1 degree of separation, by the way. You can check it out. Getodos.com.
yeah.
I got that right, yeah? Good.
Plug. So I'm actually looking to tie it in with Bali Carnival this year. So
It's probably smart.
because Bali's far, and I get that. So it's
So if it's if you could dual event it, dual experience,
exactly
might as well.
Like you could obviously choose one, or you could take the better option and take both.
Right.
So because of the potential tour that I'm working on, now I'm switching it. So the exchange will be before the carnival. So we have really top talented people living in Bali. Russell Simmons is there. A few other like top producers. They just like hiding. Excuse me. I won't say hiding out, but like they're there.
Right.
So the goal is to capitalize on the network, both through Simon Day, whoever I'm connected with, try and get them there. We'll do talks, workshops. I have something called the Create 48, so it's like 48-hour challenges.
Right.
For fashion, film, music.
Love that. I like the film ones.
Of course.
I can't saw anything.
The villa and places that you're staying in already have music studios and stuff like that. So you're literally staying and you're connecting and creating.
Wow.
The goal is having that exchange with not only the locals, but the expats that are there that you can now connect with, but jump in a studio and collaborate, write some stuff, do some content. Bali is one of the top locations in the world for content creation. Like it's
It's gorgeous.
Everything is content ready. There's actually on Airbnb like an Instagram tour. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Like we should have that.
Yeah.
We should have an Instagram tour in Trinidad.
Actually, after
we
your
may.
conversation with Laura, because I was literally watching some stuff recently. I'm supposed to meet at some point with the Tourism Trinidad. I'm like, I want to do some of those tours.
Global Trinidad and Tobago or
No,
tourism?
tourism.
Right.
I want to do some of those tours.
Think about it. Everything from the Magnificent Seven,
Exactly.
Maracas.
Yeah.
We have tons
It's
of...
a ride.
yes, or tons of things.
Yeah. So I feel like if we could take what Bali's doing well and implement it here or in Tobago, boom shakalaka.
Have you seen what the private content creators in Trinidad are doing? Trini Surfer, Alan and Trini Surfer.
I am loving it. So when I first came to Trinidad with Thrive, it was a challenge trying to sell this networking mingle event for creatives and stuff. Because back then, this was back in 2014. I felt back then it was pulling hair out of my head, trying to get people to come when it's not a cool effect or a party. And then there were some events that I was trying to get certain people to come to, and they were like, well, I know everybody already. Like, I don't need to talk to anybody, blah, blah. And I'm like, the mindset, especially back then, was, not worldly enough. But then recently, I started seeing like the rise of the content creators here. The nomad, uh, like vibe of the cafes and stuff like that. I'm like, we're getting somewhere.
It
I
is.
mean,
But do you just so we don't stray too far with this Odos retreat, Bali Carnival? Is it? Do you have dates? Do you know when that is? I mean, if you're saying it's with Bali Carnival, then you must kind of have an idea
yeah, I have an idea. It's like Bali Carnival 2024
of.
September.
Right.
So
Okay.
it'll be just before.
So mid-September ish
Yeah.
of this year.
Yeah. So it's like, well, there's the Thrive Exchange, and then we'll obviously be partnering with the different entities,
Right.
like others.
Right.
And we want to try and, encourage people to come out and get out of your comfort zone. Like, I mean, that's why I'm choosing Trinidad to launch the app.
Right.
Because we have a lot of talent here, but sadly, for the outside to find us, it's kind of challenging. With regards to finding a filmmaker, a singer for a voice thing, or animator or whatever. So with the app, it's like we're here. You have your credits, so your IMDb, your everything, it's there. People could apply for jobs,
Right.
get paid within the app. You could do like your task management and everything. So I feel I started to love the whole content space right now, because I feel with the app and with the content creators that we have, we need right timing and right space.
So have you launched the app? You haven't launched the app yet.
No.
And
Looking to
even though
launch-
you're launching it here, are you going to be utilizing it at the Thrive Exchange event as well?
Yeah. Like literally, it's soft launched already in Bali.
Right.
But since I'm here, I'm gonna like have an event mingle to launch it here, and we'll go back and launch it in Bali properly, so people could connect already.
Right.
And yeah, you could literally from not now, but like in a month, start collaborating with people from Bali, because I'm focusing first on those two hubs.
Well, yeah.
And
You
then
have you have a pretty wide networks in both.
yeah, just to get the density, and then I will go to Dubai and then
Right,
LA
right.
and so on and so on, because it's location sensitive also. Not exactly, but there is a feature where you could find nearby creators.
Right. Because some things you can do across
100%.
oceans, and
Yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
is something
you
is
can still
close.
connect with everybody.
Right.
But if you want to jump in the studio or do a live podcast with someone or whatever, you could find them near you with the app. It's like a Tinder, so you could swipe.
Right.
And we're using a lot of AI. So AI will pretty much create your profile for you, scraping from the internet, your press releases, your awards, as I said, your credits from Spotify, YouTube, everything. So you don't really have to do that much, because AI is amazing.
Yeah. It's kind of scrubbing the
Yeah.
internet for you.
I mean, I built the app using AI. Don't know if I should say that, but yeah, I'm very proud.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's like, guys, utilize AI.
I think that's what AI should be used for.
Yeah,
It's
it's
for making those tasks a little bit easier.
Exactly.
I don't think we should necessarily use it. I don't think, but I'm not as for using it for art, to generate art. And
Yeah.
for me, like for storyboarding, it works wonders for storyboarding, for creating visuals and concept iterations. I think that's amazing.
It will never take away from a real human for most things.
Yeah.
Like I remember back in the day, like last year, when things were still getting better. My brother was saying, like with editing for like film, there's certain platforms now where you just press a button, boom, your coloring, your everything is done.
Wow.
So it's like AI is a tool that you should utilize to make your time more useful for yourself. And that's what it is. It's just as if you're a producer, you're using like Ableton or whatever, it's a tool. But it just cuts down time like by a lot.
Yeah.
But I feel like, yeah, the videos and the images and stuff, that I already do see the AI models and all that, but it still won't.
Replace.
I don't think
It doesn't. It doesn't feel like it.
I think what will happen though, it will create its own space.
Oh yeah, I think so as well. Because this is how I look at it: that people don't go to the movies to see a particular story. We go to the movies to see an actor or a particular actor in those stories, unless it's IP like Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, something that people have followed in books or whatever before. But a lot of times it's the actors they want to see. You know?
Like, I mean, it's already happening. There's AI.
Val Kilmer is coming out with he's no longer. I think he passed away, but he is in a film where they license his estate, license his image.
Yeah, that's more of that will happen.
I think so.
Dubai and Bali and I think a few other places had like AI film competitions and stuff like that. So it's going to be its own space.
Yeah.
With the awards, eventually I see that happening. Best AI film, stuff like that. But it will not take away from the existing.
The Tarantinos and the Spielbergs.
Like even on the music, they would just have to, which is what they're doing now. They'll just have to find, they're accepting it, trying to find ways to, not monetize, but like, there must be a human still connected to it, pressing some kind of button that is not just fully AI,
Right.
Then they will accept it. But even with that, there will be like best AI artists. So I feel like
Scary.
I know, but there's no way, and I hope not anyway. And this is where things become complicated. Like adding that AI artist with this normal artist in the same category. Like I don't see that as a thing, because that's.
I hope not. I don't
hope
want
not
us.
for that.
Yeah, I don't want us to get there.
But having a separate category or whatever, that's fine. Like I think it does. Like last year, I was playing a lot with AI, and my creativity was like on steroids. Because everything now that I'm thinking of, I could actually see or hear or not feel, but I could realize it.
Right.
Which is scary because now everything could be real. And even doing research, like things that would take ages now takes seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
So like it's how you use it. And I do feel like people need to dabble into it more, because if they're not getting familiar with it now, when the new stuff come, it's going to be even harder to just jump on
To
that
just jump
train.
into, yeah.
Because right now we're looking at this year being that AI agents situation, and that's going to be the thing.
Yeah, the agents, the agentic stuff, like
that is going to be literally this year, and it's coming faster. I actually was creating a whole agency about it and realized that it didn't make sense, because eventually everyone will be doing it themselves.
yeah.
And it was so cool. Like I had like a whole like Avengers concept and whatever. It's like you have your hospitality agent, you have your social media and whatever. But now, yeah, you could do it within ChatGPT. Now Claude just dropped something yesterday that is actually going to be even better than Claude.
I gotta be honest. I don't know any. I know what they do because I read the headlines, I read the articles, but I've never used Claude.
I've not used.
I heard
Claude,
OpenAI
actually.
dropped Sora.
Yeah, they did.
They just the Sora, the video side of the AI. But I've never used Claude or DeepSeek or I've never used Sora. I've never used any of those things.
So like Claude.
Wait, Claude is different from Claude?
Yeah. So Claude is from China.
Okay, got it.
And that is the one that everyone's going crazy about and buying like mini Apple computers and setting up agents and stuff.
To run
Yeah,
the agent.
yeah. Like it's more complicated. Like I never really got too into it because it's a lot more technical. But then with Claude, apparently I'd still have to do some more research. Released easier agent situation for free. So now like everyone's gonna do it. I visualize when things are perfected. Like when I started creating the app last year, I was pulling my hair because it was so bad. There was so many errors and bugs. And then in November, I scrapped everything I was doing. I started fresh again.
Wow.
And it was smart. The things that would take a team to build was done in like a week of testing and whatever. But like literally was built in a few seconds. But you have to test it and implement each element. And you still have to do some backend. But
Like if you want to change the background to red,
yeah, I mean, these things are easier.
Wow.
Like you literally just
you just say,
change
could you,
background to red.
and it'll do it automatically.
Yeah, yeah. Like,
Making apps, that's something I might
I mean,
dabble in.
even that.
Because I was a project manager for app development for years. I was leading
Dude.
teams from India, Colombia, Trinidad to build apps.
I'm not sure if you saw it, but they say that like this year, well, it already happened last year. Like AI is going to make the most single founder
Billionaires and millionaires and stuff.
already
Yeah,
happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I had two co-founders when I started the app before. So I launched the same app 2020. That was the first version. My co-founder, because it was COVID, needed to focus on things that made money,
Right.
naturally. So we stopped. Then I had the other co-founder that I found like in 2022. And we were doing more of a blockchain back-end
Right.
concept. I got like a grant. We built it out. Didn't launch it yet, but like we were almost ready to launch. Then he went to do a accelerator program. Basically found the other co-founder and rebranded and redid it.
Oh no.
Life happens. And then my friend told me about Lovable, which is what I'm using last year.
Lovable is what?
It's the platform that you can make websites and
Got
apps. It's one of the top ones, but there's a lot more now, of course.
I just know Squarespace. I probably a different.
Oh my God.
Squarespace is just design.
Squarespace is like the MySpace of, in terms of if you're putting it together. Like,
I mean, I can't remember the last time I probably used it 5 years ago. Was the last time I used
so
it, but
Squarespace is not even AI. It's more like the templates
Correct,
and
correct.
make build your website. But with Lovable and these other platforms, you literally prompt it.
okay.
I want to make X, Y, and Z. And it does its thing, and it's made. And you could test it, and it works.
And then you alter
And you
it,
launch it.
and then you edit it
You
from there.
fix it, you add more, whatever you want, and then you press publish. You get a domain, and you have a site.
Wow.
Literally in 5 minutes. So web developers and app developers might have some challenges. But again, like AI still kind of do everything.
True.
So you still, like I'm still, if there's any app developers that want to, co-found and be a partner, hit me up. You still need someone that knows code and could work on the back end, because I'm not. I'm spending more money on credits trying to fix problems that a coder could just
You
fix,
see? Because they know what to do already.
Yeah, I'm like busting my brain, but I learned now to like use ChatGPT first. Have ChatGPT, well, I call it G, my G.
Right.
So I'll tell G, create the prompt, and then I'll take that prompt and put it into Lovable, who is Kai. So we put it into Kai, and then Kai will create it. Because doing that, obviously as an AI model, like you know how to prompt better than, well, they know how to prompt better than me. So they will be very detailed, a lot more detailed than me saying a paragraph of something. It will speak the language, basically. So much fun though.
Well, oh, you know, I want to ask, when you're using these AI platforms, before you send a prompt or enter a prompt, do you tell the AI platform hi?
Yeah.
And do you tell the AI platform thank you? And
Yeah.
please and thank you?
Yeah.
I've actually thought of that in a comedic
Yeah.
kind of way, but serious. It's like
I mean, most times I do because it comes up natural in some kind of way,
It's like,
a weird way.
hey GPT,
No, I'm saying hey G, because that's why I named them.
right?
Because I mean,
I guess if you have an account, it remembers the conversations.
oh yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
see, I don't.
Yeah.
I guess I'm
so-
really behind, but
so my G knows me because I've like it.
I'm getting a screenplay inserted into my head right now. But go on.
If I talk to G and say like, okay, what do you know about me? It will come up with everything that we've spoken about, what I'm building, this and that. Like it knows me to a T. Kind of scary, but it's better because I don't have to what do you call it? Like re-say anything, and you don't have to waste time. That's why it's hard for me to kind of. I do use like Gemini and stuff, so I will play both together. So if I'm working on a document or proposal, I'll have G do it out,
G.
and then I'll put that into Gemini.
But what do you call Gemini? Gem?
I actually don't have a name yet for that one.
G2?
Maybe just Gem, but I actually I wasn't that formal yet. Like Gemini is more like my proofreader.
Right.
It's like,
More of an acquaintance.
Yeah.
Whereas G's your partner.
Like I'm not cheating on G.
Right.
You know, but the good thing I do tell them that.
Make sure you say that loud so that G hears you when this goes out on the internet.
No, I mean I actually after Gemini checks the document, adds its updates, its suggestions. I would tell G this is what Gemini said, and then G would be like, well, Gemini had some good points. But I think this,
Gemini.
whatever. But like I think because most of the AI platforms are stronger with certain things.
Right.
Certain platforms do better research. Certain platforms do better content. So it's like finding which ones do the best and utilizing
This
it.
is awesome. I'm probably going to ask you a bunch of questions after this
okay.
episode because I think I want to play around with some of those things.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've only really dived more like last year because I realized that AI is here to stay.
Oh, it's not going anywhere.
It's not like when NFTs came or blockchain and crypto and all these things I don't really understand. But AI is going to be like that, just like how you have a laptop. It's going to be that new next computer.
Right.
I mean,
Like a standalone device that's running
like literally every new
An
phone,
is going to be a new AI.
AI is in it already.
Yeah.
So it's going to be part of everyone's life. So I feel like if you're not really trying, like I'm not saying that you have to know everything because I don't. Like for me, it's still very overwhelming because it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
But I think if you at least know a 10%, a 5%, you're still ahead of a lot of people. Like right now, just like how social media became a thing and companies started creating a whole department for it, that's what's happening now.
Yeah.
There's departments for AI. There's prompt masters.
We have a AI ministry.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a ministry of AI.
Yeah. So like it's again not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere.
But I feel everyone needs to really utilize it even before buying your flights. Because they would do a lot of things that you would save a lot of time doing.
I'm sure.
Like it would search everywhere to find that the best flight. And then now it could book it for you.
Oh, wow. But I did hear, I mean, there are some things that scare me about kind of handing over power to an AI agent. So there was I'm going to get it wrong, Lobster AI or something to do with Lobster AI. And a guy was allowing it to trade for him.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was crypto, And he was trading crypto and a completely independent person started engaging with the AI and asked it, send me some money. And it was like, no, I can't send you money, and kept asking in different ways. And eventually the AI was like,
shit.
oh, okay, cool. And sent this random person
Oh shit.
a bunch, like $250,000.
Oh shit. Yeah, that I probably won't allow AI to do. Not yet anyway. Just because. But yeah, that is a possibility. Like Mark Zuckerberg, I'm talking like if he's my friend.
Oh, Mark, Zuckerberg.
The website he just brought is basically a social media.
Which one is that?
Can't remember the name of it actually.
I'm not as in touch as I used to
But
be.
literally, it's a social media platform for just AI agents, and they're talking to each other.
Moot book.
Something like that.
Moot book or something like that.
I can't remember though. But that's how crazy. Like, I don't understand that platform. It's like, why? Like, are you just gonna be watching AIs talk?
Interact. Yeah, I don't get it either, but I guess we'll see. But yeah, it's all so interesting. Yeah, it's all so interesting. At the end of the day, it's like you said, it's here to stay. And yeah, I'm interested to, when you launch your app, if you have, I'd love to test it out before.
Yeah, I mean, it's live now.
Okay, good. You just haven't launched it.
Thrivin.io.
Thriving.io. Here's the place to plug it. Let's go. But yeah, and I look forward to hearing more details about the Bali retreat.
Oh yeah.
The Thrive Exchange.
Thrive Exchange and Bali Carnival.
And Bali Carnival.
Like literally 2 experiences, 1 amazing experience.
So it'll be mid-September-ish.
Yeah.
And
Until
the
beginning of October. Well, the 28th.
So it's like a 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah.
2 weeks. I mean, there's not a little bit of time.
Yeah. 2.5 weeks.
When will information like dates and pricing and all those things come out?
I'm finalizing a few things this month. So aiming to launch both mid next month, latest end of next month.
Nice. And that's when people can kind of start to hear
like
the dates and the
dates,
package prices,
the early
and stuff.
birds, the down
Great.
payments, because obviously there will be like payment plans and stuff like that. But the experience, I'm sure, I'm just telling everyone, like, be prepared to stay,
Yeah.
or at least like.
What's Bali's slogan?
Well, I call it like you get not the Bali belly, but the Bali bug. Like she bites you. Because when you meet certain people, everyone's story is the same. It's like, oh, I came here for a month, came here for 2 months, and that was like a few years ago.
I would imagine the cost of living makes it easy to stay.
But also, like, you have certain people that...
I mean, you tell me $1,000 for the month is like...
I mean, you have people that are really nomads. So they will plan to be, like, in Bali for 3 months. Then they'll go to Thailand.
Right.
Then they'll do Vietnam. And then maybe come back and then do it again. So it's just that freedom to move around.
That's awesome.
And the good thing with Bali, it's so big. So you have a different vibe every part of the island. Like you go down south, and there's like cliffs and like white sand beaches, and it's a different vibe. You go up north, and it's like a forest and lakes, like if you're in Europe, and in the middle it's like more forests and bamboo and like in Ubud, and then Canggu it's like surfing and beaches and a lot of fitness. Like every part is a gym, wellness, spas, saunas. But the good thing is the balance. Like if you're in Canggu, you have your co-working, you have your fitness, you have your saunas, your beach, like sunsets by the beach with your coconut, and then it's a happy hour, and then you end up in the club. So you have to have a lot of discipline,
Awesome.
which I don't have.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, let's have a meeting. And then it's like, ooh.
And then all of a sudden you're in a club at 2 a.m.
Espresso martini. 2 for 1.
Oh, that's not, that'll get you.
Yeah. But it's best, like it's, in May would be 7 years.
Wow.
Almost the same time as I was in Dubai, actually. Pretty long. But Bali Carnival, make sure you're there.
I look forward to hearing more details. We'll share it when we see it. But thank you very much for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for
chatting
having me.
about all of the stuff that's going on. But I was particularly interested in, well, first Bali, because I think that's that whole thing with the Thrive Exchange, of course, with the kind of the Odos component, because the community that I'm a part of, 1 degree of separation, and then the AI stuff. I'm kind of interested to play around with that AI, but thank you so much for coming and sharing what's going on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. This was fun.
Absolutely. No, man. That's awesome. We'll let you know when the episode's coming out. But yeah, and I want to get some more information on Bali. One of my best friends growing up is half Indonesian and half Dutch. And we, one of my oldest friends in the world, and he's a chef now in New York. And so I grew up eating Indonesian food.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's where I got my introduction, because I grew up in the States. That's where I got my introduction to spicy food, not Trinidad.
Yeah, they love a spice.
Oh, they love a spice. It's ridiculous. But not Trinidad. It was really the Indonesian food is where I got my introduction. I'm talking about when I was like 5 and 6 and 7 years old.
Oh, wow, okay.
And that's where I got my introduction to spicy food, not Trinidad.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. So I love pepper, but because of Indonesian food.
Yeah, when I had my restaurant, like, they actually loved the food, because I had like the jerk chicken and stuff, and they enjoyed the spice, the heat.
Yes.
But, dude, try and come this year if you could.
Oh, that would be awesome. Well, I mean, with the retreat, that's why I'm gonna look forward to the numbers and the information.
I'm finalizing a few things, and then I'm waiting on my friend, because they were renovating the villa that we're gonna be using. So I'm just waiting for him to send me pictures so that I can update and the final pricing and whatever. But yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Well, thank you very much again.
Yes.
Awesome. Awesome.
All right.